So good morning and good evening, everyone from USA and India. You all know that the intention of today, class, right? So we want to discuss about the current course plan and the execution implementation. And if you guys have any questions or queries from your side, and we are here to answer and happy to answer all your questions. So majorly how we can implement this course plan within 60 days and in a fast track mode, right? So the goal is to teach or do the complete proof of concepts execution within the given timeline, where students can get enough time and they can practice and then start preparing the resume and then attending the interviews and all. So that's the major goal. So we as a KkrJana collaborated with the Shira. I see I happy to see most of the students join. And sorry, I could not able to call each and everyone, but yeah, I was able to connect with a couple of people, 15 to 20 people, and reminded them. And yeah, from our side, we have our not all mentors, but I see that 5 to 6 mentors joined from our team side, and slowly. So I'm the one who going to introduce our team members in future, and then you guys can feel free to discuss with them and whatever you want, right? Like from teaching side or implementation side, any queries on proof of concept side or project side, product development side, anything you want, you can surely discuss with our team. So majorly from our side, right, as a KkrJana Innovation, so we teach two courses here. One is for A for coders and A for non-coders. So the course will be combined course. Parallelly, the classes will be, will be done in every week. So weekly we target like 8 to 10 hours from Wednesday to till Sunday continuously. And there are certain mentors from no code side and business side. So they come and teach different agent tools and all. From coder side, there are few mentors, like 5 to 6 mentors. They come and they're expert in different segments. They come and teach all the stuff. Okay. So coming to our side, right, coders, majorly we cover the data science concept, machine learning, NLP, and deep learning with a couple of algorithms with proof of concept. We explain a couple of business cases with the Python code, and we execute end to end, and then we'll see how that business case is implemented using algorithm and then code. So those are like few classes, like 10 to 20 hours. Apart from that, we teach like GenAI concept majorly, 20 to 30 hours. The high level concept like GenAI introductions and then frameworks, majorly GenAI tools and GenAI frameworks. We cover like agents and agent frameworks with the real-time examples. So majorly, when we as a team, right, when we look at in the real-time resumes or market, right, we see the terminology is coming like RAG and then GenAI tools and then LangChain, LangGraph, ProA. From Microsoft side, AutoGen. From cloud side, we see Azure, OpenAI, Amazon Bedrock, and Google Vertex AI. So these are the terms we have been seeing in our resumes, and the industry is expecting, right? So those are the main terms we catch up and we are teaching here. So today our target is to showcase what we teach and what you learn and how you can pick up fastly and then crack the interviews in a couple of maybe the expectation is to get trained within 60 days and then prepare your resume, start applying the resume. I mean, the target is to get your at least you should have confidence to apply jobs before June, so before May. So that is the target, and our team will explain what we teach within that. And we have for this 60 days plan, we have already implemented for another business. So we have all the recorded sessions, so we give access. And from KkrJana side, we already cover a lot of proof of concept, like across business cases. We cover a lot of workshops both on Saturdays, Sundays, and other days. So when I look at in the my business Zoom, I see that 90 plus hours workshops we conduct. So in various concepts like prompt engineering, machine learning, and like I said, we explained two, three POCs for each agent framework. Okay. So that's what, and we also had a couple of product development from other businesses. So we will involve those also. So in future, from Sierra side, we see that 30 to 40 people join. We split you all into different teams, like 4 to 5 people, and then we give one business case. We explain those POCs from our side, and then you can start implementing. Okay. So majorly, irrespective of your technology, whether you graduated in business analytics side or maybe IT information technology or management or supply chain or business analyst or data analyst, whatever your segment in your curriculum, right? Whether you're in India, worked in India or here, whatever the course you completed, GenAI is really adds value to your current curriculum. So that's the target. Like even so many technology managers, there are so many business people, functional people, they all learning Gen AI because it definitely adds value, right, in your resume. So it's like 10 years before Agile and certain processes are mandatory, right? So similarly, Gen AI is like getting leveraging into all industries and business areas. So yeah, so that's what the frameworks were designed in last few months, and we successfully implemented last 6 months, and we also getting some projects from other side. So we are here to give all this stuff to you guys. It's all your energy. Come and work with us. Listen the recording sessions in your free time and try to grab it. And then if you listen and come to our classes, right, it's very easy. So you can learn fast and you can implement fast. Okay, but yeah, there is no doubt you have to learn Gen AI, irrespective of whether you try in Java or .NET or any technology. So Gen AI will add you value and you will crack the interview as fast as. Okay, so that's the intention. And if you don't have any experience, if you are a fresher, like if you don't have zero, if you don't have experience in India or here, so we would recommend you to learn Gen AI and try in Gen AI, because compared to other technologies, we see Gen AI requirements, contracting jobs, especially in contracting jobs, between 1 to 5 years. So, I mean, it's very easy for you guys. So maybe the billing rate may be a little less compared to, other technologies at zero experience and all. But yeah, I think you can try it in 2 years, 3 years, up to 5 years, with the gaps we have it in India or here. So, but the intention is we are here to teach you all. Okay. So with that, I'm handovering my AI architect Venkatesh from India, and he's going to explain you the complete course plan, what we teach and what we implement from our side. Venkatesh, are you able to unmute?
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Good morning and good evening, everyone. So, actually, I'm going to teach about about the Azure and Amazon cloud computing through the Bedrock and AI services, and along with that, I will share my screen quickly. So, what is about the course plan? And along with that, we are going to see a couple of POCs what we done for recently, and in the future, the projects which we are working about the healthcare industry and other media industries as well. So this is our course curriculum, so which we have planned as per the industry standards, because basically we prepare the content as per the industry, what kind of the skill set which are looking from the AI candidates or from the the perspective of generative AI. So we starts with interactions with the AI, in the AI, what would be the the topics which we will cover, machine learning, deep learning, and NLP, computer vision, along with the generative AI. And we provide you the, even though the students, many of the people know about the Python language, but we will kick start up about the Python, about how we can be use Python to create the AI applications, and along with a couple of the projects also within the Python through advanced Python. And along with that, we will target the Python packages for the AI applications like Pandas, NumPys, and regular expressions, because these are the three powerful packages which many of the companies they expect from their candidates, to want the candidates who are wanted to be joining their team. And we see some of EDA as well, exploratory data analysis with the data pre-processing and text mining side as well, because sometimes we work with the tabular data and sometimes we work with the unstructured data. So we have to be know the both informations, like in how we could be explore in terms of the structured and unstructured informations, and along with the future engineering and data drifting. And we cover up with the then we will follow with the machine learning. Like in machine learning, we go with the regression and the classification, and we see the couple of algorithms like in linear regression, lasso, reach, decision tree, and bagging and boosting algorithms. And along with that, we will take up the few use case studies as well for machine learning part one and part two as well. So like this use case study we prepare from the based on the industry standards, about the topic modeling, and from the healthcare industry, what kind of the vaccinations which can be utilized for the customers. Along with that, what could be the based on the customer complaints, how we could be segregated various categories. So along with that, those categories can be added to the particular application. So kind of some interesting use case studies which we are going to work on machine learning 1 and 2 as well as part of that. And this can be helpful for you to explain in the interviews, what kind of the projects which you have worked on the machine learning side as well, because it's not only the generative AI or deep learning. The people they expect few of the projects from the machine learning side as well. So that's why we have planned in at least three use case studies from the machine learning side. And then we go through the deep learning. So the majorly the people will work around the RNN and LSTM, and coming to the CNN and ANN and the transformers. So we are going to work the few more use case studies and from the deep learning side as well. So which is clearly the based on the industry stands, these use case studies will be prepared from the end to end, how well, collecting of the data from the various sources. And then we will do the pre-processing steps, and we'll make the model development with the TensorFlow or PyTorch frameworks as well. So that's where you will be able to get at least 70% of the AI knowledge from the machine learning and deep learning with this use case study and the algorithms which we have planned. These algorithms are, we have seen many of the forms, but the way of the use case study and the preparation of information what to prepare inside that while creating of this the model, so which is something unique from the KKR side, that is the way we have prepared. And the coming to the generative AI, because we thought generative AI is much more the more important, because many of the people are looking for the generative AI skill set, which is very new for the industry, from the last 2 years. So based on that, we have prepared dedicatedly around 5 weeks, at least in 20 classes for specifically for this generative AI. So initially from the prompt engineering and working with the RAG based workflow and advanced RAG techniques, like in a graph based approach. And along with that, for to develop these applications and the front end, we are using the Streamlit application as well, so which I'm going to show you in how this generally the POCs work. And we see the vector databases as well. So vector database is one more the key skill set for the AI developer or for the generative AI engineer. So as they need to know at least working with the FireSys and ChromoDB, Pinecone, okay, Amazon OpenSearch vector database. So which we are going to teach you all these the various vector database techniques as well. And then we will be going to work on some interesting agentic topics as well, because many of the industries they wanted to be implement on the agentic based approaches as well for their applications, so taking the decision from the multiple agents, if it is in a chroma db or if it is from the internal the structured database, or it might be the some other vector databases. So they wanted to connect with the external sources as much as to capture the informations, capture the right information, and to take the right decision. So that's where we see the interesting agentic frameworks as an true AI, LangGraph, and AutoGen. So these are the three popular agentic tools which are trending in the market, and many of the companies are, they just started implementing this technology. So this is a one more the opportunity where you people can learn and do the more hands-on experience with this latest, the GPT-4 or GPT-4, and Amazon, the Bedrock services as well, with the help of these foundation models, which you can going to develop the agentic frameworks. And then we will explore the cloud side as well, like in a, because as an the generative engineer or AI developer, they need to know at least two cloud side, right? Like in a, how to, like in utilizing of the the services like in a SageMaker or Bedrock services or Lambda functionality, coming to the Azure platform, like in a Microsoft Azure platform. So they need to know how to utilize their the OpenAI services, like in a, creating their own foundation models. So which are we are going to work on for the one specific dedication session where I will be going to walk you through the complete end-to-end cloud services. And along with that, these are two projects which we have created here, but around like in at least 10 projects which we are going to work on by end of the course. So like in a building of RAG application from end to end, and similarity search, and creating the agent from the retail industry and healthcare industry and the media industry as well. And we will see, it's not only creating the AI applications, we also will use like in how to monitor these particular the AI applications, like in a, using the CloudWatch and the CloudWatch monitoring, which I'm going to which we are going to show them as well. And along with that, overfitting and the fine tuning the your own LLM models also, which you are going to add on the particular skill set for you people. Okay, so this is like in a, no, we have not make it more broader of the thing, because the informations which is required for the the students, which is, and for the industry, we have taken off all the the key skill set from the various channels, like and from the LinkedIn and from the various job market portals, and then we prepared this the course curriculum. So I believe like this information will be more effective for the students who are like wanted to start their journey in the AI. So this will be really helpful for them. And I just wanted to show you like in how the POCs will be available, so which you can see that. So we will going to help you to design your own codes, like in a setting of this the tools, and making of your own structured styles of code, and everything which will be designed for you people. Okay, this is, you can see, this is one of the agentic frame where I've we created for the Crue and the LangGraph. So when you give for this healthcare industry, so when you provide some the like an event like in a, where it will be going to do. Let me bring it on here. So this is where we are going to help you with your people how to debug yourself, and run by through your code. This is one project which I'm showing you, but there are a couple of the projects where you can develop your own code tool with the help of like an Azure Chat OpenAIs and Amazon Bedrock services as well. Like, and I'll just going to show you with the other things. So this is where you can see that. So the configuration of LLM is also very important for the person's looking this. So we are going to show you the how to set up those with the environment variables and other things. So which you can see. Okay, so when we provide the bloating as the health side in a side effect for the patients, what could be the other the side impacts which can be called as for the clinical norms like in abdominal distensions or like in other informations. Okay, so like these kind of some interesting things which we will work on from the use case studies and each and every the algorithms when we learn. So we are going to develop similar kind of projects with the different use case studies, and along with that as we told you we will be covering with the cloud side as well with the Amazon Bedrock what are the models we have how to utilize this model and what kind of the problems use cases which can be worked with this particular foundation models Claudius V1, V2, V7, Nova Pro, or like in Haiku. So all kind of the models which we will explore, and I will be we are going to show you how to integrate this particular foundation model with your existing code for for implementing for various category use cases and as you see this is for text generation, code generation, so it's kind of text and vision kind of use case problems where you can be implement this all the foundation models. Okay, so these are the kind of some interesting things which we are going to cover up in the once the course is started with us. This is about the curriculum. I think if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask us, and we'll explain you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you, Venkatesh.
how to go then resolve.
Hey,
Right.
hi. Thank you, Venkatesh. I think, yeah, if you guys want to ask questions in the last minute, I mean, last 15 minutes, maybe I can introduce my team, so that they can just like showcase what they teach and all. Ganesh, maybe you can proceed.
Sure, sir. Um,
Uh, Hello. Hi, Venkatesh.
Hey, hi.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. I have a question do we have what kind of assignments do we have after the course?
So it's not about after the course, while working with the coach. So we design specific use cases, kind of proof of concept, how to achieve and what kind of the data insights which we need to be find out. For example, if you see we are working for the topping modeling. So considering this topping modeling, there we have any customer complaint data. So we are going to identify what kind of the customer the complaints which we expected from the customers if you are working for the global organization. And from there we apply some machine learning algorithms, and then we'll find out the kind of data insights, right, the topic insights. So those topics which can be taken for further analysis, making of the questions can be added to the chatbot systems, so where they can the customers can interact with the chatbots to raising these complaints or to getting their the response for the particular informations. So this kind of all the nodes will connect from one to a one node to another node by making of complete full page applications. And one
Okay.
such POC I can tell you that many of entity relationships, identifying the entity relationships, like many of companies considering Intel or in a VMware, where they provide the services for their the customers, right? So when they are providing the services to the particular the entities, so they have some MOUs, right? So while they're doing the MOUs, they register with one company name with the one entity name, and they do the market with the another entity name. So how do you handle those kind of an entity relationship? So this is one of the major challenges many of the organizations as well. So these are kind of interesting use cases which will bring out. These use cases we designed based on the the industry experts as me and Ganesh and Pranav. So we are working from the industry from last I myself I'm working from last 15 years and specific to 10 years into the data science, and my fellow folks are from the last 6 to 7 years. So the kind of projects which we worked in the previously, we are creating some use case studies and providing to the students, so they where they can be able to understand in the perspective of this the POCs.
I think, thanks, Venkatesh. This is Jay. I believe what the question was, which was also a question of mine,
Mhm.
that when this the earlier explanation of a different aspects of the curriculum, right? Will
Yes.
will the students or the employees will be assessed after each part of the curriculum? That probably that was what the question was meant about.
Yeah.
That right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Because
will we get some use cases like in a project, like the manager gives us use cases like to perform this task? Will we get
Yes.
that kind of assignments? That's what my
right, right.
question.
Exactly.
Again, I think it's not an assignment. If it is Prolika, I think it's not an assignment. I think it's more
Uh-huh.
of an assessment that, right? If there is like about
Yes. Yes.
eight sessions, so first after first
Yes.
session, what happened, how the people, to what extent they understood, right? To what extent other people require an extra session, some kind of an help. I think Venkatesh and Rao, I think that is what the main question was. I had that one, but I think I thought I'll wait at the end of the time. But yeah, I mean, that is what they meant, that if the assessment will be done every time or every when and where required.
Eh,
I think yeah, definitely, Jay. So anyway, we will take care of that assessment
Sure,
part. Yeah.
sure.
Last, myself, Pranay, who is also a tutor. So last time for the course, what we did was like we asked the applicant, like the students, to send us videos, like what is their understanding after the task. Then when we get time, so we assess and we give feedback. So that's how we did it.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Pranay, for reminding that. Yeah, Jay, what Pranay is explaining, right? So after every segment completion, right? So
Right.
we will ask the students to explore and practice one POC, and we will request them to give a demo. So that's what
Okay.
the previous batch given, and we have a couple of demos from students also. We will give example to all students. They have to prepare in such a way, and they have to understand the POC, and they have to give a demo for us to what they understood and what how they implemented. So that's where we assess and will give the feedback.
Sure. I think
Yeah.
that's a
Along
great way
with
to
that,
understand, right? Instead just asking a document or some kind of a write up
yes.
from them, it's a
Yeah.
good way to make them export. That way they'll lose their shy if there is something. They'll build more confidence into it. They'll be able to put their understanding into a perspective of a language, which is definitely helpful towards the interviews happening, right? So I think
Right,
yeah, that's
correct.
a good way. Thanks, Rao, for the
Yeah,
clarification.
I think Venkatesh, you are
Yeah.
trying to explain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shay and like in other folks, like this is how the case studies which we designed for each and every the project. Like what could be the expectations? Like this is where even when we are working for the industry, they provide you the high level of the project overview, right? So from there, what we are, if you're the project is starting from the beginning, okay, what could be the problem statements which can be expected, and how we have to be achieved? What can be the solutions which can be considered to implement to for this particular the problem statement, like the vector databases, and for the methodologies which we need to be follow. So everything which can be provided as part of the POCs or the use case studies, which you can see that. And we will be going to keep the sessions whenever we plan this use case study. So the what kind of the technology which you need to use, like, and if you have any the queries from these case studies, so we'll explain you and we'll provide you like in a mentors for it, to be for complete of this the project end to end. This is one sample which I will telling you. So the use case studies.
Sure, sure, Venkat. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Venkatesh. Yeah, I think let's quickly introduce my team. Ganesh, proceed what you did and what you teach.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So, hello everyone. So, myself, Ganesh Atmakuri. So, I'm an AI developer and also a mentor at KkrJana AI. So, I'm excited to share with you today some of the practical implementations of generative AI, which we developed during our past batches. So, after hearing about the course structure, so I would like to show you how this concept can be translated into real world projects. Let me share my screen. So, so for previous batches, we created various significant proof of concepts, so which demonstrate the power of generative AI in various domains. So first one is healthcare navigator. So this is a comprehensive patient management system, so which uses the power of LLMs to streamline healthcare workflows from initial patient intake to clinical assessment and care planning. So this system analyzes patient symptoms. It generates risk assessment. It provides treatment recommendations, and even it helps people to locate nearby healthcare facilities. So this is the basic patient intake form. So I already given the prompts over here. After submitting this intake form, so I'll get the clinical assessment phase. So I'll select these details randomly. So if we need, we can give this treatment history also. So here the care planning will happen. So it is generating the care plan. So this is the entire patient information, initial risk assessment, clinical assessment, so treatment recommendation. So all this is generating with the LLMs. Also, it is capable of designing some visualizations also. So these are some of the case graphs. Okay, so some pie charts, some timeline projections. Also, it can able to compare with different AI models, and then it will also display advanced patient analytics dashboards. So these are different graphs, various recommendations. Okay. Also, user can able to generate the PDF report. Okay. So they can able to download it and view it. So this is developed using the structured prompts. User can able to find the nearby hospitals over here. Okay. So this is one of the POC, and also another one is KkrJana AI is a jurist tool. So this is a legal assistant application. So which is again powered by generative AI, which helps analyze the legal documents, transcripts, case informations. So it can extract key legal issues. It can generate recommendations. It can provide case document summaries and conduct comprehensive case analysis with the help of specialized legal agents. Okay, so let me tell you some technical aspects of this project. So for the healthcare one, so we implemented it using multi-agent workflow system using LangGraph to handle different stages of healthcare and interactive dashboards with symptom analysis, treatment response predictions, also integrated with the mapping services, Google API keys to find nearby healthcare providers, PDF report generation capability. Okay, for this tool, so transcript analysis system, okay, and also which can extract the key legal issues, document summarization feature, okay, audio transcription capabilities, multi-stage case analysis. So here this, so one of the demo is here audio to transcript. I'll go and upload the audio file. So it will transcribe that audio. So some fallback have happened. So it can also give the detailed case analysis. Based on the case, it will generate some dynamic questions. And it will do a legal in detailed analysis to the user. Okay, so this is the code implementation part. Okay, so here we followed a modular coding approach. So we separated um, code parts between UI, business logic, and AI integrations. So we implemented reusable components like here hospital finder, monitor.py. So these are various features in that application. So also user type definition, state management for robust agentic communication. Okay. Similarly, in the other POC also. So we created it using specialized agent classes to handle different aspects of analysis. Okay. So through these projects, so one can able to discover several important insights about building generative AI application. So here the importance over here is developing a structured prompts and well-defined system messages, how to effectively use these agents for specialized domain tasks, and also techniques for presenting AI-generated content in a user-friendly formats. Also, the strategies for error handling, failback options, when your AI OpenAI key fails, or your AI services fails. Okay. Overall, these POCs demonstrate how Gen AI can be applied to complex various domains like healthcare, finance, legal services. So these POCs are just starting point. So they will help you to succeed in your interviews. Okay, it will help you to succeed when you attend an interview, or it can add more weightage to your resume. So as you progress throughout the course, I encourage you to think about how you might apply these techniques to your own domain of expertise. So that's how you learn. So the combination of domain expertise with AI capabilities is where the entire true power of this technology emerges. Okay, so I hope you all will learn more technical topics in the entire course plan. So that's it. Yeah. Thank you for your attention. So if you
Yeah.
have any questions, so we might help you with those.
Thank you, Ganesh, for the real introduction and all. Yeah, Pranay, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, myself Pranay. So I'm a Gen AI engineer and a data scientist. So I've been working in this field from past 5 years. So in this course, what I would be saying is we will be like mostly focusing on AI. So and along with that, we will also be helping you like how to build projects. For example, when you are a developer, so I mean, right now the what the market is expecting is you should have a portfolio. So let me show you how everyone who were taught in everyone taught in Gen AI is having a portfolio. Like if you see here, so here is my GitHub. So we have developed projects and we have also integrated different projects. So yeah, and along with that, so we will also be helping you to come up with like a resume preparation. Not helping, but we will also these projects proof of concepts will help you to develop your resume, so like coming up with different proof of concepts so that you can increase your chances in your building your best resume. So with this resume, if you go into the markets as well, so when you develop POCs and when you learn these skills, it will help you to crack interviews. So, and what I would be saying is we will teaching you like end-to-end machine learning, but not in depth. If you want to go in depth into machine learning, so that's where your focus will be. And mostly we are most concentrating on generative AI. So for example, a RAG, okay, fine-tuning LLMs, uh, working with the different LLMs, how to integrate those into using cloud services. And along with that, we will also helping you to how to evaluate LLMs, like working with databases, vector databases, especially. Yeah. So these are the concepts of which we'll be teaching. So this helps your resume or your profile better compared to the other people out there in the market. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Pranay. Shekhar, can you explain about that, the course plan and recordings and what you teach and what you done?
Sure, sure. Uh, so, hey guys, my name is Shekhar, and I'm associated with KkrJana from past few years, and I'm also a mentor here. And with a short intro of mine about myself, I am working as a GenAI engineer from past 1.5 year, and I'm expertised in creating use cases with the GenAI actually. And as you all know, from 2022, people were talking about this GenAI. I will not go into these trends and all, but the major areas that people were talking in this GenAI is in three aspects. One is in RAG, second one is in fine tuning, and third one is in agents actually. So I think Venkatesh and my friends Ganesh, Pranay has given you various use cases on these three aspects. Yeah, so these three things would be the core things in Gen AI. Yeah, we'll see all these implementations with all this stuff actually. So yeah, actually, as already sir has mentioned about previous batch, actually we have successfully completed our first batch, the fast tracking first batch with Gen AI actually. You can see all the recordings that the previous batch that we have already dealt with. This previous batch, all the recordings were recorded. You will be given access to all these recordings, and then you can go through this in hand actually. Before coming to the class, you can go through these concepts, and then you can come to class, and then the class will be more effective if you know something. If you don't know, and then if you are listening for the first time, it makes difference, right? If you have something, if you know something, then class will be more effective, and then it will be more engaging. So we highly recommend you to watch these videos and then come to class. Yeah, as I said, all the recordings with respect to all these classes are there, and then as I said, we'll forward all this to you. And these are with respect to recordings, and then we do also have uh, PPTs with respect to all the extra materials like IPNB files, and then use case files with all of us. So I think we'll also share all these details with you. Yeah, if you have any questions with respect to this, you can ask me actually.
Yeah, thank you, Shekhar. Yeah, let me tell you quickly. So one of the mentor joined and she quickly dropped off. There is emergency from her parents' call and all. So yeah, she is Meghana. She is a no prompt engineer, no prompt and sorry, no code and prompt engineering concepts she teaches. So currently she is working for one of the MNC Wells Fargo, and she has 7 years of experience in Google Vertex AI and RAG and prompt engineering. So she will be introducing later. She just dropped off. And like Sekhar said, we also conducted so many workshops in last 3 months around like I told previously to Shira team, we have like 80 plus hours. Like so many new tools like Bolt.new, Amazon, Bedrock, Google Vertex AI, and the POCs our team explained. That we have all recording sessions. So we will be sharing all this. So some of the folks already had access to all these recording sessions on Gen AI. So we would recommend all you guys to, access one by one and then explore and then, come with us and join new classes. Definitely you will gain a lot of knowledge. So that's what I can say. So with that, from our side, we are ending. And for any questions, we are open to answer now. Venkatesh, Pranay, Ganesh, and Shekhar, and myself, we are happy to answer any questions. Jay,
Thank
I think
you.
it's,
Yeah, thank you, KKR Garu, and thanks your team, Pranay, Venkat, and Shaker and all. Thank you for a very detailed explanation of what you do, how you cater your time to have our employees, consultants to get an understanding of it. The only question I had earlier was about the assessment, which I already got the clarification about. But I'll speak to you now offline. There are a couple of things. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jay, for sure. And other people, I think you all happy to unmute yourself, and yeah, it's time to question yourself. Anything from our team? Any questions? Do you guys have any previous experience? Any kind of incomfortness or anything you guys want? Just unmute and ask. We have more time.
Hello, sir. Just have seen your curriculum. It was very
Yeah.
interesting. But if we don't have any previous experience or previous knowledge, see, I've seen like from day one you're starting with Python, later on the machine learning. So if we need any prerequisites of to learn those things, or
Yeah,
you
I
will
think
you'll tell from scratch.
yeah, you don't need to worry about prerequisites because it's completely automated tools, right? Janae, when we look at the whatever Venkatesh and Ganesh show, right? All the Python code, it's easily customizable. It's everything available in Google, or you can get the code from GPT-4o. It's all about customization and integration, running the code, debugging. If you can do that, you can easily get it done. But yeah, don't worry about like code complex or all this stuff. So when you start learning these, you feel like exciting. You will definitely feel exciting. When you start learning the Gen AI tools one by one, you feel like internally that you are learning something new, and you will be more comfortable after 3 weeks. So that's what I can say. Just leave about don't think about anything about coding or any complex all this stuff. Okay, whatever you know previously, this will be extra added to you. Just like follow our classes, and if we have more time, try to listen the previous recordings and come. Because yeah, anyway, like to answer your question, yeah, we will start from the scratch. Okay. There are separate classes Python. There are separate classes on prompt engineering, and the course plan, whatever we demo, right? This will be separately handled by other mentors. I think Akhil, you started joining my previous classes, right? I think so. It goes in the similar way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Guys, any other questions from other members? I know I spoke with a couple of people, and if you are comfortable, just make a thumb symbol in our chat. If you have any questions, you can also feel free to type, or you can unmute yourself and then please raise your questions.
I have one more question.
Mm.
Like, do we also like learn about like how we store the data, like while we are, suppose like while we are working in a project, like we work and we also get to know like how we are storing the data, like which platform is the best for storing the data and all. Like, will we also learn in this program about all this? Hello?
Yeah, I think we got your
Yes,
question.
uh, yeah, we will definitely guide you. But
Yeah.
for to be like which kind of the source which can be utilized. But for this the course curriculum, we are not storing any kind of specific location. But as you are like in the things, we definitely help you with the S3 storage system, Azure Blob Storage. So how generally
Yeah.
the people will use those the specific services to store and capture the information. Definitely, we help you on that.
Yeah, I just like asked like because like we definitely need to get an idea like when we are performing in a project, like when we are working, like we definitely have to know, right? So I was like a bit confused, like if we don't
No,
know,
no, no,
like again
definitely.
we don't know what we are doing in the project. That's why I
Yes.
asked.
No, no,
Yeah.
definitely. It's not only,
Thank you.
the many people will think about the AI is only creating the model, but as part of our the course curriculum, we are going to provide you how to create the REST API as well, because everyone can create the model and development, everything can be done, but how to use by the end user, which need to be know. So that can be performed through the REST API only. So we help you with the REST API development as well with the Fast API or Flask or Django.
Yeah, thank you, Venkatesh, for the clarification.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I see you guys have included like a lot of basics into this, like starting from machine learning as well. So I just wanted to ask, like, what is the end goal? Was it to was it to start building models from the start, or like start and like by training them, or like are we going to build applications around wrappers of the existing models? So like I think currently most of the companies are building just applications just by wrapping around like OpenAI GPT models or so, instead of training and building them everything from the start. So I just wanted to know like what was the end goal of that? Like finally, are we when we come to start building projects, are we going around just by doing wrappers of existing GPT models or so, or like are we going to train them?
Yeah. Hey, Pranay, can you answer the question? Hello, Pranay. Yeah, maybe Ganesh, you can answer the question.
So maybe some of them will be building from the scratch, and for some POCs or for some specific features, we'll use the pre-trained models, so which are all available in Hugging Face. Already many people have developed those. So for example, speech to text recognition, we'll use Whisper AI. Okay, so there are many pre-trained models. For some use cases, we are going to use those pre-trained models, and we'll customize this based on your use case. For some parts, for some features, we might develop it from the scratch. It depends. Okay, sometimes it is better to know about the pre-trained models also.
See, adding to this point to Ganesh, see, this the course curriculum is all about like it's not about the fresher, the person who is like we are like wanted to be make it as an experienced persons. Okay, so because as you land to the industry, they only they won't expect only the generative AI person. Like they might they require like sometimes who can handle with these machine learning challenges as well. So that's where we wanted to prepare from the end to end as an AI engineer or AI developer, the skill sets which is required for the industry stands. So from the beginning, as an the AI engineer, the person who is having minimum 3 years or 5 years experience, who is working with all the end to end of the platforms from the machine learning to the upcoming the current Gen AI. So that's how the people will expect, right? So similarly, we wanted to bring up the similar kind of the skill sets to the persons who are learning from this the course curriculum.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I had one more question was like,
Okay, I think Naga. So to answer your question, yeah, we have built recently a couple of models with yoga, Zumba, and all. So we kind of trained our model with 300 images with different yoga poses and all, and we are successfully executing this project. So I think once this is complete, similar kind of we will give the business cases for you guys to complete, train the model, label the model, mature the model, running the model. So those things will be, explained by our team. Okay, just to let you know.
yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
One more question I had was like, once we finished up with this course, like, since like if we are already in like front end or just with the back end or so, like how is this just going to help us more just by staying in that same course, like if we are in the back end, like, or like if we are in the front end instead of just moving entirely towards AI engineer or AI developer?
Venkatesh?
Yeah, see, this particularly, it's not about like in a front end or development. Even like in a sometimes as you are working as an A developer, as you need to present for your business stakeholders, right? Like by showing the numbers, it does not make or it does not. They won't understand about the numbers. But when we show them and the like some visually, as we have seen one of the use case studies and a Streamlit application which is shown in the Medra based the the healthcare informations. So we are going to help you with that to develop your own UI platform with the Streamlit application. So that's where that kind of Streamlit applications will be sufficient as to demonstrate for your business stakeholders as in a front end part. Coming to the back end, as you are the head developer, which you need to take care of like in a collecting the data from the which source, like in if the data from S3 or Azure Blob Storage or Snowflake or from SQL database. So we will not show like in from which platform the data will be available. So we are going to introduce with all the kind of data platforms. So how to they get the data from this particular sources and creating the some interesting POCs for kick-off action for to take up the your business stakeholders for moving to this particular solution. So as you are the A developer, which like we will think about like when someone will give you the some problem statement, so you need to come up with a like in a solution. So that's where we will prepare you for our students. It's not only it's learning of the course curriculum. It's all about like how you are going to work on in the industry, similar kind of the standards which will maintain.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Venkatesh and Naga. Yeah, I think still we are open up, guys. Please unmute and ask your questions. Any kind of questions. Don't feel like you're asking a small question, but yeah, definitely if you have, any gaps or any clarification needed, this is the right meeting because we are starting from tomorrow, right? Officially. There are no questions. I think we feel like you all comfortable. Jay, any other questions from management?
No, we're good, Rao. So
Yeah.
I think, I think once once you guys start the course with the candidates from tomorrow, they should definitely have it. Okay. Maybe one suggestion. Again, I'm not a trainer, so I don't know. You guys are the pros in training, so maybe for the first few sessions, if you can just do a little lag in terms of like the curriculum, like maybe doing a follow up, because we have a big number of people here, right? I see almost 35, 36 people, so 34, 32 people, right? So maybe I mean, of course, it's students' responsibility to they join on time and all that stuff, but still, maybe for the first couple days or so, if we can just allow them to to get a repetitive class or recording of it. Of course, recording maybe will be shared, but and like kind of a slow going, and making everybody engaged and ask every questions. Today not many people, but tomorrow I'm pretty sure many people have a lot of questions, which is good. That could be a better approach. And maybe taking an example of something which is very relevant and simple to understand to start with, right, in the initial days at least, right? Because healthcare, for example, again, it's a suggestion. I don't know how right suggestion it is. Healthcare, I know maybe one of your team member had a very good expertise in the healthcare, but all the people who are attending this class, they have a very basic idea about it, right? Maybe giving a relevance, or an analogy, or quoting an example which is very close to what everybody can understand, to start with, at least until for the very few sessions. I think it would really help our students. Again, that's a suggestion. You guys are good at it, so yeah, I'll leave it to you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely, Jay. I think we'll go in a slow pace initial days because the basics are very important for them, right? Definitely, we'll go in slow mode.
Thank you, Andy.
Yeah, yeah. I think someone think hello sir, a beginner of the session. I heard like we're gonna do this course without coding. This course on this. Okay. Yeah, I mean that is true. It's not for only for coders, this course. Like I said previously, right? You guys, there are like certain classes we from no code tool side and cloud side, like Venkatesh said. There are so many tools like Google Vertex AI, Amazon Bedrock, and all where you can create your own chatbots, create your own use cases. You can develop your own, proof of concept also without code. So those things will be explained as part of the curriculum. Okay, Meghna, she is the one who dropped up, I said previously. She is the one who is going to teach on those tools. Thank you for asking the question, Sandeep. Yeah, I can give 5 more minutes.
No.
I know it's too late, 10:30 p.m. In EST. I think we are anyway. We are working as a team from tomorrow onwards, so it's not hurry to us today. I will share this recording session to everyone in the group. If I mean, you can share to your friends if someone missing. Try to re-listen and see if you guys have any questions. We can discuss in further classes. I really appreciate Jay that at least you joined in the last moment, and I will share this recording to Sir also, so we can proceed with. We'll continue from tomorrow, Jay.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Then please convey the same to Jay Swami Garu. Okay, thank you.
Right, sure.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you, guys. Good
Thank you.
night and good morning in India. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to KkrJana AI Innovations channel.